Step into the world of Stoicism with us as we dive into a topic that speaks volumes about self-reliance and growth, the perks of flying solo. Aristotle once pondered, "Whoever is happy in solitude is either a wild beast or a god." A profound statement that sets the stage for our exploration today. In a society that glamorizes the idea of finding the one and settling down, a fascinating shift is underway. More and more people, especially in the West, are embracing the single life. This isn't just a fad, it's a global trend. Surprising data from the 2019 General Social Survey shows that over half of Americans aged 18 to 34 are flying solo, while in Germany, single-person households make up more than 40% of the population. But despite this growing trend, societal attitudes lag behind. Singles often face stereotypes and unique challenges, from financial disparities to social biases. Are single folks unfairly judged? That's a question researchers are asking. Yet it's not all doom and gloom. Many find immense happiness and fulfillment in being single. Social psychologist Bella DePaulo argues that marriage doesn't guarantee happiness or acceptance. In fact, flying solo can be a gateway to personal growth, allowing individuals to pursue passions and find purpose. So, is the single life the ultimate path to happiness? It's not a simple yes or no. While some thrive in relationships, others find strength and contentment in their independence. We're not here to advocate for a life of solitude or criticize those who choose partnership. Instead, we offer a balanced perspective, exploring 10 reasons why being single might just be the better choice for some. Join us as we uncover these reasons, guided by the Stoic principles of self-reliance and personal growth. Let's embark on this journey together and discover the beauty of flying solo. Number 1. There is a chance to meet many people. Imagine standing in a vast field, stretching endlessly in every direction. This field symbolizes the world of relationships and connections. In this field, those in committed relationships have cozy homes, offering comfort and security. But these homes also limit their view of the world beyond. Now picture yourself as a single person in this field. Without a house, you have the freedom to roam, explore, and meet a variety of people. This is the essence of being single, the liberty to connect and discover freely. When you're single, your social circle isn't confined by family boundaries. You're more likely to meet a diverse range of individuals, each with their own stories and perspectives. This exposure to different viewpoints can enrich your life, adding vibrant colors to your experiences. Being single also allows you to form friendships that may have been overlooked otherwise. Not everyone you meet is meant to be a romantic partner, but they can become valuable friends, providing support and joy. It's a time for self-discovery, where you can focus on your passions and personal growth without the compromises that come with relationships. Just like a caterpillar needs time in solitude to transform into a butterfly, being single offers you the chance to evolve and discover your true potential. Moreover, being single offers flexibility and spontaneity. You can make decisions based on your desires, whether it's traveling to a new country on a whim or changing your career path. This freedom can lead to experiences that shape your character and worldview. In the context of Stoicism, being single aligns with focusing on what you can control, your actions, thoughts, and feelings. It's about finding contentment within yourself, rather than seeking it externally. Think of the famous explorer who journeyed alone, experiencing incredible adventures and forming lasting friendships across different cultures. Their story illustrates the richness of life while being single. In conclusion, being single is more than just a relationship status. It's an opportunity for freedom, personal growth, and diverse connections. Embrace this time to explore, grow, and connect in unique ways. Let the journey of self-discovery enrich your life in ways you never imagined. Number 2, use your time the way you want. Imagine being in a relationship where your time is like a shared treasure. With 3 partners in the mix, everyone's needs and desires shape how time is spent. It's not necessarily a bad thing, as sharing life with someone can be really fulfilling, but it does mean that your personal time often gets squeezed or negotiated. Now contrast that with being single. Here, time is yours to spend however you please, without needing to juggle anyone else's schedule. It's not just about doing whatever you feel like. It's about realizing that you're the boss of your time. This independence lets you dive deep into discovering who you really are. You can do things that truly resonate with you without needing anyone else's approval. Think about Zeno of Citium, the guy who started Stoicism. After a shipwreck left him with nothing, he used his newfound freedom to explore philosophy. Eventually, he founded Stoicism itself. This story shows how having time to yourself can lead to incredible self-discovery and intellectual growth. Expanding on this idea, being single lets you be spontaneous. You can chase your dreams, switch careers, or even move without needing to ask for permission. It's a time to dive headfirst into your passions and interests, making your life richer and more diverse. Plus, being single teaches you to rely on yourself and bounce back from setbacks, just like Stoicism teaches. It's about finding contentment within yourself instead of relying on others for happiness. That's not to say companionship isn't important, but being complete on your own is pretty special too. In a nutshell, embracing singleness isn't just about being alone. It's about going on a journey to discover yourself, grow as a person, and live life on your own terms. It's a chance to make the most of your time, exploring, learning, and becoming the best version of yourself. So, don't waste your time. Use it wisely to craft a life that's truly yours. As Seneca said, it is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. So, seize the day and make your life amazing. Number 3, save money. Let's dive into an often overlooked perk of being single, especially for folks between 30 and 65, financial freedom. Seneca, a wise Stoic philosopher, once said, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." This timeless wisdom speaks volumes about the value of saving money, a big benefit of the single life. When you're in a relationship, money tends to flow out for dates, gifts, dinners, and other shared expenses. These might not seem like much individually, but they add up over time, taking a hefty chunk out of your wallet. On the flip side, being single means you don't have these relationship costs. Instead, you can use that money for yourself. Just imagine the freedom of being able to spend on things you've always wanted. It could be treating yourself to a luxury item you've been eyeing, or going on a fantastic vacation with friends or family. This financial flexibility is a hallmark of single life, where individualism and personal growth are celebrated. With this financial freedom, you can invest in yourself, whether it's furthering your education, pursuing personal development, or diving into hobbies that bring you joy. It's not just about having more money in the bank, it's about taking charge of your life and priorities. In a world that often measures success by material possessions and experiences, being single offers a different perspective. It's about finding richness in simplicity and self-sufficiency, echoing the Stoic belief in focusing on what we can control. In this case, it's our financial decisions and priorities. So, while society often glorifies being in a relationship, it's important to recognize and embrace the unique advantages of single life, especially when it comes to finances. It's not just about saving money, it's about investing in yourself, your dreams, and your independence. It's a powerful lesson that remains relevant in our modern lives. Number 4, cultivating healthier forms of love. Let's explore why being single could actually be a more satisfying choice. We'll dig into the idea of nurturing healthier types of love, something often overlooked in a world that glorifies romantic relationships. Throughout history, romantic love has been put on a pedestal as life's ultimate pursuit, but this overshadows the beauty of other forms of love, like the bonds we share with friends and family. Think about it. A passionate romance might grab all the attention, but there's something quietly fulfilling about the love between friends and family. Ancient philosophers like Epicurus challenged society's obsession with romance. He believed that true happiness came from simple pleasures and valued friendship as a cornerstone of a content life. Epicurus saw romantic love, especially its intense desires, as natural but not essential. He warned of the dangers it could lead to, things like adultery, addiction, and heartache. In today's world, romantic relationships often start with a rush of excitement but can end in pain and heartbreak. Contrast that with friendships, which are more stable and less dramatic. They might not have the fiery passion of romance, but they offer a comforting, steady presence. For single folks, not being tied down to one romantic partner means they can spread their love and attention more widely. They have the freedom to invest in friendships, family, and community, often with more attentiveness than those who are married. So, embracing singlehood means opening ourselves up to different kinds of love, not just romantic. It's about appreciating the richness of all our connections as we navigate life's journey, whether alone or with others. Let's cherish the wisdom of the past and the value of every form of love, from the fiery to the quiet and steady. Number 5, relationships and marriage won't necessarily make us happier. In today's world, where finding a partner often seems like the key to happiness, the idea of being self-sufficient shines brightly, especially for those flying solo. This concept, rooted in Stoic philosophy, teaches us that real contentment and wholeness come from within, not from someone else. The journey of a single person is often misunderstood as a lonely path, missing that supposed other half that's supposed to make life complete. But many who've embraced the single life have found a deep sense of wholeness and independence. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." This reminds us that in solitude, we can truly hear ourselves, understanding ourselves better without the distractions of a relationship. The idea that being in a romantic relationship equals ultimate happiness is a myth. If that were true, every couple would be blissful and every single person would be miserable. But the reality is far from that. The constant pursuit of romance can often lead to short-lived happiness and long-term dissatisfaction. On the flip side, being single offers a chance to find happiness that doesn't depend on anyone else. Being self-sufficient isn't just about being financially independent. It's about being able to meet your own needs and enjoy your own company. This approach to life has many benefits. It puts us in control of our own happiness, making our lives less expensive in the pursuit of contentment. Preparing for times of solitude is smart, just like preparing for death is inevitable. Learning to thrive on your own can turn the fear of loneliness into a celebration of independence and personal space. As the philosopher Jean-Paul Sartre once said, "If you're lonely when you're alone, you're in bad company." This shows the importance of being at peace with yourself. In conclusion, the single life isn't about lacking something, it's about becoming self-sufficient and finding inner completeness. It's a journey that allows for a calm mind and a strong spirit, reflecting the values of Stoic philosophy. In embracing solitude, we don't find loneliness, but rather a fertile ground for personal growth and self-discovery. It leads to a life that isn't just endured, but truly lived to the fullest. Number 6. Self-sufficiency. Albert Camus, a philosopher, once said that the universe doesn't come with built-in meaning. Instead, it's up to us to create our own purpose. Society often tells us that meaning comes from relationships, marriage, and starting a family. But Camus challenges us to question these norms. He suggests that whether we're single or in a relationship, finding meaning is a personal choice. Choosing to be single can be seen as a rebellion against societal norms. It allows you to fully immerse yourself in pursuits that truly matter to you, without the distractions or obligations of a relationship. Take Nikola Tesla, for example. He dedicated his life to science and invention and believed that staying single helped him focus better. Being single gives you the freedom to pursue your passions and meaningful work. Research shows that singles often prioritize their interests more than those in relationships. Over time, they develop a strong sense of independence and autonomy. In the words of the Stoic philosopher Seneca, true happiness comes from enjoying the present moment without worrying too much about the future. This idea resonates deeply with the essence of being single. It's about living in the moment, free from the pressures and compromises of relationships. But being single isn't just about freedom, it's also about self-discovery. It's a chance to focus on your physical health, explore new interests, and grow as a person. By trying new things, you uncover hidden talents and learn more about yourself. Number 7. Freedom. Albert Camus, a philosopher, once said that the universe doesn't come with built-in meaning. Instead, it's up to us to create our own purpose. Society often tells us that meaning comes from relationships, marriage, and starting a family. But Camus challenges us to question these norms. He suggests that whether we're single or in a relationship, finding meaning is a personal choice. Choosing to be single can be seen as a rebellion against societal norms. It allows you to fully immerse yourself in pursuits that truly matter to you, without the distractions or obligations of a relationship. Take Nikola Tesla, for example. He dedicated his life to science and invention and believed that staying single helped him focus better. Being single gives you the freedom to pursue your passions and meaningful work. Research shows that singles often prioritize their interests more than those in relationships. Over time, they develop a strong sense of independence and autonomy. In the words of the Stoic philosopher Seneca, true happiness comes from enjoying the present moment without worrying too much about the future. This idea resonates deeply with the essence of being single. It's about living in the moment, free from the pressures and compromises of relationships. But being single isn't just about freedom, it's also about self-discovery. It's a chance to focus on your physical health, explore new interests, and grow as a person. By trying new things, you uncover hidden talents and learn more about yourself. In conclusion, being single isn't just a phase, it's a journey of freedom and self-discovery. Whether you're single by choice or circumstance, it's a path that can be just as fulfilling as any other. So embrace this time, explore new horizons, and stay stoic.